Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's product call. My name is Carene Pisano, and I will be hosting the call tonight. And I'm going to be starting off by telling you a little about myself and how I was before Isogenics and how I am now on Isogenics, and about a couple of the core products that are in our system. I'm a stay-at-home mom of three. I am happily married, and before Isogenics, I was extremely tired. I had no energy. I was a little overweight, like 10 to 15 pounds I could stand to lose. But more than that, I just wasn't happy with the way I felt, the way I looked. I had some digestion challenges. I suffered from anxiety. I also had, stress issues. And I did suffer from depression in the past a few times. So I was really just looking to lose my weight because I felt like if I lost this weight, and I would feel better about myself. And I started to eat healthy and watch what I ate, and I started walking, and I would walk about 4 miles a day. Worked myself up to walking 4 miles a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and I'd get on the scale at the end of the week, and I'd either lose a pound, I'd gain 2, I'd lose 3, gain 2. So it was just an up and down yo-yo effect that was just very frustrating, especially when you're trying so hard. So I was turning 40, and I said to my husband that I needed to do something for myself. My kids were older, so they were a little more self-sufficient, and I wanted to do something that was going to make me feel better for my 40th birthday. I wanted to be 40 and fabulous, and I didn't want to look the way I looked anymore. So my friend introduced me to Isogenics. It will be 2 years in July that I will be on Isogenics, and I really just went in wanting to lose my 10 to 15 pounds and figuring that that would just solve all my problems. What I didn't expect was what I was going to gain from Isogenics, and I ended up losing those 10 and 15 pounds, but what I gained was more energy like I've never had before. Like I like to say, like before you have kids energy. And I used to have this slump at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I'd be sitting at the table with the kids, and I literally put my head down for a couple of seconds and fall asleep while we were doing homework. And it was just that bad. And once I started Isogenics, I noticed that that wasn't happening anymore. And at 3 or 4 o'clock, when I would get that tired feeling, I would know that it was time to make dinner, and my husband would be home soon, and I had to get things moving again. So a funny story is my first couple of weeks with Isogenics, on Isogenics, my husband came home from work, and he found me in the pool playing with the kids. And he'd come in the backyard, and I'd be like, why are you home so early? And he was like, it's 5:30. Well, are we having dinner? And I just totally lost track of time because I didn't get that 3, 4 o'clock slump like I normally would. So needless to say, that's where I noticed my energy. So it's not like an energy where you're like buzzing around the room like you're, high on caffeine or something. It's a subtle little change energy like that. So I noticed that right away, and then I noticed that I wasn't looking to take a pill to help with my digestion. I didn't need that anymore. Things that would normally throw me over the edge, that would make me anxious, that would make me go into a little panic or keep me up at night, they weren't bothering me as much either. So it helped me hugely with my anxiety and my mood. My mood had totally changed because I started to feel good, and I was happy, and I was looking forward to doing things with the kids, and I wasn't looking to take a nap in the middle of the day. So people started to notice, and they noticed like they didn't know what they were noticing. So they'd be like, "Oh, you look really good today. Did you do something with your hair? Is that new makeup? Your skin is glowing." Somebody actually asked me if I was pregnant, not because I was heavy, but because of the glow in my face. And so what was going on was I was, using these shakes and flooding my body with this nutrition, and my insides were starting to feel good, which was coming out on my outside. So there was no way I could hide it because I started to feel good. I started to fit into my clothes better, and best of all, I slept better. I used to wake up feeling like I didn't even sleep at all. I used to sleep till 11 o'clock on the weekends, and now I was, up, and I go to the gym with my husband at night. We wake up early on the weekends now to go to the gym. So, and I wake up and I feel rested. And I used to take an hour to fall asleep, an hour or two to fall asleep at night. And now I'm usually like, once my head hits the pillow, 10, 15 minutes, I'm out. One of the things I have to say before we go any further, though, I have to point out that Isagenix does not claim to cure or treat any illnesses or diseases. So what's happening is Isagenix is just food. It's pure nutrition. So by flooding your body with this pure nutrition and the right nutrition, your body begins to perform and function the way that it was designed to. So you just need to realize that Isagenix is not a miracle. Your body is the miracle. And by giving your body what it's needing and craving, your body can perform like the miracle it is. And so from there, I just want to tell you what Isagenix is. I always get the question, what is Isagenix? Well, when people ask me this, I tell them it's the world's only full-body cellular cleansing replenishment fat-burning system. So some of you are probably like, what did you just say? What is that? It's what everybody needs. It's what everybody.
You there?
Who wants to have healthy energy. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. So they want to feel good about themselves. So by giving your body what it needs, you will feel better. So this is a whole body cellular thing. Most of today's people, it's very sad that most of today's people, most of our friends and family are facing challenges. They have glucose challenges, they have blood pressure challenges, autoimmune issues, and a bunch more of the other bigger ones that I don't want to mention. And all of this stems from, most of them actually stem from inflammation and acidity in our bodies. And these are the leading causes of health crises in our country. And it's because our country is nutrient deficient and toxic. And 95% of Americans are acidic. So you're going to hear me talk about the acidity in bodies, alkalinity in bodies, acidic level, alkaline level, and I just want to go over that fast before I go any further. When we were in school in science class, you learned about the pH scale, and 7 is normal. 7 is, balanced. The lower numbers are the acidic side. The higher numbers are the alkaline side. So we kind of want to stay by 7, by the balanced side, and towards the alkaline side, the higher numbers. When we start to dip into the lower numbers and we become acidic, that's when we start to feel yucky and things are going wrong in our body. So back to the health crisis in our country. 87% of Americans are clinically overweight, and we're just not getting the nutrition we need from our foods anymore because they are nutritionally bankrupt. Our foods are being sprayed with toxins and herbicides and I don't even know what. And they're genetically modified. And this is causing havoc on our bodies because our bodies were not designed to process these things. So our bodies is in a constant defense mode where our bodies are trying to rid ourselves of these toxins so that we can be well and function better. And because they're constantly being put into our systems, even when we're not trying to ingest them, it's still wreaking havoc on our bodies. And even people who think they're the cleanest eaters and only eat organic foods, even the U.S. organic certified foods are allowed a certain amount of toxins. So even when you think you're being as careful as you can, you're still able to be ingesting and getting these toxins into your body. 1 in 2.2 people will develop cancer. In 1950s, it was 1 in 12. And 1.3 million women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And that's a 30% increase in the past 25 years. That's just insane. Diabetes and thyroid, autoimmune diseases, and obesity are on the rise at an alarming rate in our country. In 2004, the Red Cross did a study and tested the blood for 413 toxic chemicals. They found 280 toxic chemicals. 212 of those toxic chemicals were banned over 30 years ago. And these toxins that they were testing for were found in the cord blood of infants. Infants. So infants that weren't even exposed to our world yet already had 287 toxic chemicals in their body, and they weren't even born yet. So the bottom line is that we need nutritional supplementation because we can't control what's coming into our body, what we come in contact with every day, and we need an easy and gentle way to cleanse ourselves and in our bodies to stay healthy. And Isagenix has found that easy way. So I'm going to go over the 3 core products. We have our shakes. They're undenatured whey protein shakes. I'll explain that in a minute. We have the Ionic Supreme, which is an adaptogen drink, and we also have the Cleanse for Life, which is the cellular cleanse drink. The shakes are undenatured whey protein. We have the Isoline shake that has 24 grams of undenatured whey protein. That comes in chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. They're all delicious. Isoline Pro is 36 grams of protein, and that also is a little extra protein for those of us who are looking to gain a little more muscle, trying to be a little more cut, or sometimes people use it for to help them to keep their hunger down, so they holds them back from eating too much. It helps surpass to hold the hunger back. I can't think of the word right now. The Isopro is the just pure protein. All the Isoline shake, the Isoline and the Isoline Pro are both full meal replacements. The Isopro is not a meal replacement. It's just protein, and a lot of people like to take that, right after their workout because you need a protein shake 30 minutes after your workout. And that one has 18 grams of undenatured whey protein per scoop. And we also have a vegan shake, a vegan dairy-free shake, which comes in a berry flavor. So I just want to explain what undenatured whey protein means. Undenatured whey protein is protein that comes from the happy cows, we like to call them, in New Zealand. These happy cows are happy because they're not injected with hormones and antibiotics. That's actually banned in New Zealand. So these happy cows get to roam around and eat their grass and be happy, and they're not milked constantly. They're only milked in season. So this is giving us the cleanest source of protein. It's also cold processed. And by having a cold processed whey protein, it allows the long branch amino acids to remain intact. And because those amino acids remain intact, it creates a 95% absorption rate. This is not comparable to any other system. 95% absorption rate is just a wonderful thing, just because it's just so pure. The shakes contain lots of goodies. It has flaxseed in it. Flaxseed is loaded with vitamins and minerals, fiber, antioxidant, and it's high in omega-3s. We also have an ionic alfalfa, which is a proprietary blend that's only found in Isagenix products. It's plant-sourced minerals of alfalfa juice, which is one of the most nutrient-rich plant sources, and it also contains 70 trace minerals that we don't get from whole foods. Because it's minimally processed, there's live enzymes in our shakes, which is, when I like to explain it like the live cultures that yogurt contains. These live enzymes are activated when you mix your shake with water. Because they're live, you have to drink your shake within 15 minutes in order to get your maximum of 95% absorption rate. So what happens is you mix your shake, you shake it up or you blend it, and you drink it within 15 minutes, and your body gets flooded with nutrition. And the energy runs to your organs, and the protein goes straight to your muscles. And because it's so minimally processed, it's much easier to digest. It gives your body a nice break so that it can work on other areas. Your energy can go to other areas of your body. Our shakes are low in saturated fat. They are the perfect balance of carbs, proteins, sugars, and vitamins and minerals. So if you were going to say to somebody, I want the perfect plate of food, I want the perfect meal put in front of me, this would be, what's in the shake would be your perfect balance of everything. Our protein is so pure that it is equivalent to breast milk, and the whey supports muscle growth. So what happens is that when you're drinking these shakes, a lot of the other shakes, okay, yes, they're protein, they're good for your muscles, but when you're dieting, I hate that word dieting, but when you diet, you deplete your body of nutrition and you lose muscle mass. So Isagenix is not a diet, it's a nutritional program. So you're not depleting your body of anything. You're feeding your body with nutrition. And you're not going to lose your muscle mass. You're not going to lose any muscle mass. You're going to actually gain lean muscle mass. Not to say you're going to bulk up unless you want to, but it's going to keep your muscles nice and strong. The shakes are also lactose and gluten-free. And we can't call them organic because we are in a bunch of other countries, and each country has a different standard for organic. So we are 1 point better than the USDA organic system, so we're better than organic. My favorite part about the shakes is that when you have 4 shakes within 48 hours, it's going to alkalize your body. Isagenix is the only company that has this with their shakes. And again, I'm going to go back to the pH scale when I said that when we're acidic and our body goes on the acidic side of the pH scale, we start to feel sick. When your body goes on to the alkaline side is when you start to feel better. So when you're getting alkaline, it keeps your cells healthy and oxygenated. So you're going to have the right food and the right combo, and it's going to make your digestion improve, your cell production improves, your blood is oxygenated, and it improves your whole system. Our bodies, we live on a cellular level. So when our cells are not healthy, we're not healthy. When we live in a toxic environment, we're going to feel yucky, and things are going to be wrong with us. But if you have, healthy cells, you're going to start to feel really good. So that's about it for the shakes. I'm going to move on to the Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse of Life is a whole body, and I say whole body because it's not a specific organ cleanse. You're going to cleanse your whole body, all of your cells in your body. You're not cleansing your liver. You're not cleansing your colon. That's the other thing. It's not a colon cleanse. You will not be in the bathroom doing number 2 all day. Your toxins are released through your urine. So it's a whole body cleanse that helps aid the body's natural ability to remove your impurities. So what's going on is when you're bringing toxins into your body knows that this isn't supposed to be in your body. So it's going to try and rid it. But because there's so much of it and it can't rid it because it's just out of whack, wreaking havoc, you need a little help to do that. And the Cleanse for Life is going to do that. The Cleanse for Life does not deplete your body of anything. It's going to nourish your body. It's going to boost your mental and physical energy. It also contains 100 nutrients, ionic minerals, antioxidants, and it has some gentle herbs in it, like the aloe vera leaf. The aloe vera leaf aids in digestion, and it boosts your immune system, and it will also support your detoxification. Turmeric is from the ginger family, and it helps with inflammation, and it's rich in antioxidants also. We also have the burdock root herb, and that helps cleanse the body and remove toxins through your urine. So the Cleanse for Life is going to support your body's vital functions and your immune system. So you're not depleting your body of anything, you're feeding your body even through your cleanse. And we have two ways of cleansing. There's a deep cleanse, which is a 2-day fasting cleanse. And when I say fasting, I mean you're not eating fork food. You are drinking your Cleanse for Life, your Ionic Supreme, which is the next product I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. We have Isogenic special snacks for cleanse days, and you're going to be having these. We also have these special chocolates I can't get into tonight, but they're really great for cleanse days also. And on your deep cleansing days, for those 2 days, what's happening in your body is you're slowing your digestion down. You're not stopping it, you're slowing it down, because digestion takes up so much energy in our bodies that it doesn't have time, that our bodies are so tired that it doesn't have time to work in other areas. So by slowing your digestion down, you're saving up all that energy. So the energy goes to the organs that need it. So that's where you begin to cleanse your body. The first day you lose about 20% of your toxins and impurities, and then second day, we like to call it when the magic happens, is 80% of the toxins and impurities in your body. When you wake up after your 2-day cleanse the next morning, you feel amazing. You feel rejuvenated. The inside of you is all clean and renewed, and you have this amazing energy. It's wonderful. I love cleansing. We also have daily cleansing, and the daily cleansing is for people who, shy away from 2 days of no fork food. Also during your deep cleansing, you're constantly drinking water, and I don't want you to think that we don't drink water at all, but you're constantly drinking water. So during the daily cleansing is for people who can't cleanse for 2 days, whatever their issues are. They do daily cleansing, and it could be done in the morning or at night or both. So you have a shot of the cleanse in the morning, and then you wait a little while before you have your shake after that. And you can have it at night before you go to bed. And it's just a gentle, it's slower way, but it's also very effective way of cleansing your body. And a lot of people like to do this as maintenance. They don't need to cleanse as often in the after being on maintenance, so they'll do daily cleansing. The next product is the Ionic Supreme. We like to call this in my house the liquid gold. We will never live without our Ionic Supreme. It's an adaptogen drink. I'll go into what adaptogens are in a second. But it's a supercharged, nutrient-rich, rejuvenating drink that's going to restore and protect your body. It's going to bring your body to balance, mentally and physically. Excuse me. So what happens is adaptogens are herbs that are used to normalize the effects of the body from stress, and it's both physical and mental stress. So it's going to improve your strength, it's going to improve your energy and stamina, focus and concentration, but it's going to also calm you. It's used in ancient Chinese medicine and holistic medicine, and some of the herbs that are used are wolfberry, and that has essential trace minerals and amino acids in it. We also have I don't want to stumble over this one, ashwagandha herb, and that aids in stress and energy and helps boost your immune system. Also, the hibiscus plant is in it, and that has tons of vitamin C, B, and antioxidants. So what's going to happen is when you drink this drink, it's going to adapt to whatever your body needs at that time. So if you take it in the morning, like I take it in the morning, it gets me through the day. It gives me my energy for the day. If you take it at bedtime, it's going to help you sleep. If you need it for muscle pain, if you hurt yourself in the gym, not hurt yourself, but if you have sore muscles after the gym, inflammation in the body, if you have pains in your fingers, chronic pain in your knee or whatever, it's going to adapt and hit those areas and bring down the inflammation. You can take Ionics up to 3 to 4 times a day, and the best part of Ionics is it boosts your immune system. So if you have, feeling a little tickle in your throat, like you're going to come on with a cold or something, I always do this. Make sure I take it 3 or 4 times a day for 3 or 4 days. Make sure I don't and make sure I don't miss it, and then it will ward off that cold. I will not get a full blown cold. So it just boosts your immune system and gets everything working the way it's supposed to. So that's it for the product. So right now I'm going to introduce my husband as my special guest. His name is Danny Pisano, also known as Isabeast. So babe, are you there?
I am.
All right. I just want you to tell us how you're feeling before ISA, how you're feeling now, and I know you were a little skeptical in the beginning, so why don't you take it over?
Thank you. And thanks for the opportunity to share with all of you guys my story and why I have such a passion for these amazing products and the amazing opportunity to help other people. So real quick, in respect of your time, since it's already 9:26, I want to go through my story really fast. 3 years ago, I was in bad shape. I was 270 pounds. I was fat, sickly. I couldn't walk up the steps in front of my house without getting winded. I had high cholesterol, blood sugar challenges, blood pressure challenges. As a matter of fact, 3 years and 2 months ago on Valentine's Day, I was in the hospital because of blood pressure challenges. It was the second time in less than a year that I had been in the hospital. The first time I was there for 9 days, 5 of them was in ICU. And to say my health problems that I had a health problem was an understatement. Reality hit me when my son Daniel, who was 5 at the time, was getting out of the hospital bed after kissing me goodbye before he went home. And I noticed he was pushing his fist into the corner of his eye. I thought maybe he had banged his face on my hospital tray. So I asked him if he was all right, and when we turned around, his eyes were all wet and red, and I realized he was trying not to cry in front of me. So that's when I knew I had to do something. So my good friend Delilah, who was also, watching this whole thing unfold, we've been friends for over 20 years. She started pretty much beating me up verbally about taking care of myself for my family. And she started helping my wife with my meals, coming up with creative ways to keep me on track. In 3 months, I'd lost 9 pounds. I was pretty discouraged. And then she comes up and she's like, hey, I found this program. You have to do this. It will work. It will help you. So I, of course, wanted nothing to do with it. So for about 2 months, she beat me over the head with it, and my wife helped her. Finally, I said, fine, I'll do it. I told my wife I would do it for 30 days, and that was it. Just to get Delilah off my back. After the month was over, I was going to cancel it. Well, 2 weeks in, I was in my back office making sure that my shakes were coming for the next month. Except for the ionics. See, because I was on to them, I thought I knew. Every day I took the ionics like I was supposed to. I don't cheat. I followed the program the way it was supposed to be done. And every day I said to my wife, this stuff is BS. It's not doing anything. This is just for them to make some money on me. Then another drink that I have to buy. So, the end of my 30-day, I didn't get the ionics. I kept on with the shakes and some bars. And about less than 2 weeks into my second 30-day, I started getting pain in my shoulder and my elbow. So I called my good friend Jess, who I knew ran a couple of gyms, so I figured she would be the best person to call. And I said, what's going on? What's up with this pain? And she said, well, how much ionics are you taking? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, are you still just taking one serving a day? And I'm like, I'm not taking any. And she was like, why not? And I was like, because I thought it was BS. And she was like, well, now you know. So she had me order the ionics right there. I got it. And within a week, I felt better. So it does help with inflammation in the body. These products work. This program is no joke, guys. In 3 months, I had my health back. I no longer needed help with my blood sugar challenges or my cholesterol. I was hitting the gym 5 to 6 times a week and loving life. My doctors were floored by my results. And I just want to I know the time is almost over. Let me just quick wrap it up. If I can do this, anyone can. I'm no different than anyone else. I'm a total meat and potatoes guy, and I still am. But I was the guy who said GMOs, so what? Helps them grow more food? I need more food. I could care less about pesticides, any of that. It had to be safe if they were allowed to use it, right? I was totally transformed by this program. It made me who I am today. Delilah and my wife helped save my life. If I always pay attention to what I put in my body now. I read the labels. If I can do this, anyone can. And if anybody needs to get in touch with me on Facebook and has problems or questions, anything, I will help you. And that's all I got. I want to send it back to my wife so she can wrap it up, and I'm sorry I went a minute over.
Aw, thanks, babe. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I just want to let you all know that if this is something that you think you want to do, get in touch with the person that got you on this call, that gave you the number. We are also having a call tomorrow night with the business opportunity, so you can make a little side money. That's same time, same number. And I think that's it. Thank you, babe. Thank you, everybody, for your time, and have a good week. Good night.